We are live, I do believe. We're using the YouTube app today. So this, what, I'm at home on the patio, saving data. So we're not out and about today. We're just gonna say, uh, in a second, I'll flip you guys around. We're just gonna enjoy a few minutes, an hour or so, maybe on the patio, and just sit down, relax, have a cold soda. Maybe I'll order some lunch later, get it delivered. I don't know. Angie's inside. She's gonna be monitoring from the inside. She might come back out later. Who knows? But we'll wait and see. But we'll try and aim you guys in the proper direction of the view. Uh, I want you guys to enjoy the view with me. Okay, this is probably why we did have a minor issue with. We did have a little minor issue on yesterday's live stream. The first 3 minutes was nailed with a copyright. Uh, it's not a strike against the channel. You're still allowed to see the videos, but we are not able to make revenues on that stream. So if there was any ads that you see at on that yesterday's live stream, all ad revenues goes to the copyright owner of that song that was in the background. I thought I talked loud enough, but I guess I didn't talk long enough to block some of that to kind of how yesterday during the yesterday's live stream. So I thought we'd just come on live. There is no edited video again, once again, to remind some of you guys out there. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, I just had to do that real quick. It's that kind of year and that. All right, let's go ahead, flip around and enjoy the view that we're enjoying on this Wednesday morning. Uh, and that's the view we're enjoying right now. So we'll just aim it towards, we'll kind of aim it towards this direction. Actually, I don't know if I'm able to do it, but I got able to read the comments. So we'll just enjoy the view from this way. As you see from our previous patio chats out here over the summer, we have lost a lot of leaves recently, which is good because now we can see back in the boondocks at night, and we're starting to see a little bit more down the street in this one other direction. And that, so I thought we'd just sit here, relax, chill, just enjoy the view and all that stuff. I was thinking about going down to the riverfront, but I just wanted to save some data. When I go out live, I eat up a lot of data on this phone, so I got to make sure I get some data bought up for our trip because we will be using a lot of data. Guarantee we'll be using a lot of data. And like I said, just sitting out here, just chilling to see what's going on. You never know. You might see a deer might go by. You might see a coon go by, or maybe a stinker go by. You never know. Even in broad daylight, strange things can happen too. Thought I'd just come out here, just do a little live stream, enjoying the view, and all that good stuff. It's just the way it's going to be. Probably might do this tomorrow, weather pending. I might go someplace else and just sit, enjoy the view for a while. All depends what I'm in the mood for. Uh, Actually, this is, believe it or not, this is our third straight live stream in a row, and uh, that's almost a record. But we are planning a lot of live streams coming up on our trip, plus edited videos on our trip. So, like I said, what you see in a live stream, you're going to see the rest of it on an edited video. So I just wanted to get that pointed out. I don't know what kind of edited video I'm planning to do today for next week. Might do a nighttime chat out here, possibly tonight. All depends what's going on with the painting job. we'll be talking about on a couple of edited videos coming up. Yeah, they're doing some painting around the apartment complex. So that's all I'm going to say, basically. So as soon as the painters gets in our direction, more will end the live stream and just kind of sit here, just soak in the view. Let's aim it in this direction to see what goes on over there. This is not an easy thing to tilt, but that's the direction over there. We'll just watch that direction for a little bit and see what's going on back in the boonies back there. Oh, you notice there's some reds and greens and yellows and browns of the leaves back there in the back. There are some dead trees. There's some trees that died since the storm from a couple years ago. That was that derecho that we had. That's what brought that development back there. Because they say the trees will take years to return. You might as well just go ahead and develop it and plant new trees later. And that, so. Yeah, yesterday's live at lunch went well. Unfortunately, the first 3 minutes got hit with a copyright strike. It was forgot who it was. It was a song. It's not affecting the video. We will allow to keep the video up. It's not a strike against the channel, but it's just that any monetization or any ads you might see on that video does not go to us. It will go to the copyright owner of that one song. Just that one song. I was thinking about masking it over. I was thinking about muting the first 3 minutes of it. And I said, no, let's just go what YouTube recommends. They recommend just leave the video alone. We ain't gonna make a dime on that. Actually, we can't make pennies on that. But eventually, if the copyright decides to say, hey, we're not making enough money on this thing, let's just file a copyright strike. Then we'll have to take that live stream down to avoid a copyright strike, technically. But we are allowed to leave it up. No strike against the channel, which is good. It's just background music where we're at lunch. And it was the very first song where we first started up our live stream. That's where I got hit with the copy claim, basically. It was an automatic system. I knew it was going to happen eventually, but you try to talk over it, but you just run out of things to say right off the beginning. So we should have no problem with copyright stuff unless someone decided to blare some copyrighted music in the background, which I don't think will be happening. We'll just kind of tilt the camera this way more to see what's going on over here. I probably will not read. I can be able to read the comments. If I can't, I'll have to sit someplace else. But we'll just kind of aim it towards this way. Let's go right there. I kind of like this view right there. This is the view I always sit and watch. Kind of watch back in there to see what's going on back there and that. So, yep. Just sit here, relax. We're probably going to do this for another 20 minutes or so, maybe. Just sitting out here, just chilling. So, who's out there today? Oh, come on. Get in the side chat, say hi, introduce yourselves. Smash a like on this, if all possible. And yeah, so. I don't usually sit out here live that often, guys, out here on the patio. Just sitting there, watching the trees, hearing the birds chirp. If I keep my mouth shut long enough, I would probably would hear the birds chirp. Almost all the spring and summer birds have flown south already. Robins were the first ones to leave. They leave like late August. They usually leave like late August because the ground is so hard they can't get their worms. So they're the first ones to leave. to head south. Then usually the European starlings and your cardinals. The cardinals will stick around for sometimes a little longer, but you don't really hear the chirping like you used to. But the sparrows will always stick around for some reason. For some reason, the sparrows will always find food up here because people feeds them through their bird feeders. So the sparrows usually ends up staying year round. Might see some bald eagles. We did see one on one of our live streams the other day. I could not zoom it in because the type of camera does not allow us to zoom in very well. That's the cell phone. I am on a cell phone today, again. Looks like I hear a garbage truck in the background, back in the boonies, doing its run. How's the unwind from the little ones? Hope you. I don't want that. I want to be able to read the com. Hope you have another. Do you ever know severe weather soon? Having severe weather today will be slim and none. See how clear the skies is? But it could happen later today. It all depends on the weather temperatures this time of year. You can still get springtime thunderstorms during this time of year as we're transitioning from warm weather to cold weather. There has been some monster tornadoes a few years ago that rumbled through Illinois a few years ago. If anybody remember that, that was a bad one. That happened actually around October. People didn't expect it. You can have tornadoes year-round here in Iowa. Some notable ones in the area was in 67, where they had a sudden warm weather produced some severe weather. Then all of a sudden after that severe weather went by, it went frigid cold because it pulled in a lot of cold air right behind it. I mean, frigid air right behind that. Actually, there was photos of that tornado in some history books in the area on that tornado back in 67. That was out there between Clinton and DeWitt, basically out there what they call Malone Park area. Just before they put in the new US 30 road in, because the old Highway 30 went the other way. And that, so it's just a nice day to stare out there in the boonies, back in there. Sometimes I get frustrated if I don't feel like going to the riverfront. I'll just sit out here too, and that. This is the type of show shots we're planning to do in Vegas. Do some people watching for a little bit live. People watch. I have a general idea how I'm going to do that. We might do it some late night streaming. We'll see what happens. We'll decide how we're going to go about it, basically, because it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting and it's going to be fun. But yeah, I think we might sit someplace Friday. I'm thinking about going someplace Friday just to sit and just kind of do some people watch. Someplace, don't know where. Might do another live at lunch someplace. It all depends what goes on here. And that. Hey, Joni, how you doing? Sitting up here enjoying the view from our patio. Actually, this is the longest that we have pointed the camera out there in the boonies. I mean, just out there. I like to aim the camera more towards this way, but the sun is uh, kind of interfering. I don't know if I'd be able to do that a little bit, tilt that way, but I won't be able to read the comments because that'd be a better view. Actually, that's view down towards the one road down that way. But let's just go about right here so I can be able to read the comments. Uh, unless the sun really gets bothersome and that, so we'll just go about right there. Okay, so I might just get back on my selfie side here real quick to see what's going on. Angie's doing good. She's inside the apartment. I wish she'd come out here just for a couple minutes before we wrap up this live stream. We are leaving. Let's do this. When you guys. We're leaving, but we're not doing no sporting events in Vegas. Hey Dale, how you doing? It's a beautiful morning up here on our patio. Thought we'd just do a little live patio chat, sitting on the patio with you guys live. You always seen edited videos. I thought we'd just do a live today because we had no edited video tonight. Going back to that one question, we are leaving November 14th, early in the morning. We won't be in Vegas till November 15th. It's going to take us at least 2 solid days to get there. And what I got planned is a live stream. We're planning a live stream at Vegas. We are editing videos on the way out, and we are editing videos while we're there, and we're also editing videos on the way home. So anything you see on a live stream, you may want to check the edited videos and that. So, and no, we're not going to the Raiders will be on the road, and there'll be two. I guess the Golden Knights hockey team will have 2 home games while we're there. They're playing I think they're playing the San Jose Sharks and the Colorado Avalanche for the 2 home games, and they go on a road. And I think they go up to Canada, up to Calgary, I think it is. But I'm not for sure. They are going to be playing the San Jose Sharks and they are playing the Sharks and the Colorado Avalanche for the week we're going to be there. For the days we're going to be there. That's the 2 home games that we're going to be there. We're not spending $75, almost $75 to $80 a ticket. That's very expensive to go to an NHL game nowadays. I don't really have a budget for it, and I don't think we'll be able to film our experiences in that arena. At T-Mobile Arena, we might go by it, and we'll probably do a edited driving video in Vegas to show you around how to get to other locations in Vegas. In case you don't want nothing downtown or not want nothing on the Strip, you got something that's off the Strip. You got a couple major casinos that's off Strip. You got the Rio, and you got the Palms, and you got a couple other smaller sites. Then you got South Point. It's about 20 minutes out of town. Heading towards California. You got South Point right there. But our main focus is going to be mainly the Strip and downtown, especially downtown on mostly on Fridays and Saturday and Sunday morning for live streams. We are going to be doing a daytime walk, nighttime day. Here's what I got planned, tentative for live streaming in Vegas. Uh, let's. I gotta get this comment back up. Are you going to any of the shows at all? The only shows we're planning to attend on Fremont Street is Stone Temple Pilots. That's going to be the only show we're going to take in because it's a free show. We're not going to take any other stuff because most of those shows are already sold out. If you're planning to see a show on your Vegas trip, everybody highly suggests book your tickets early, secure your tickets early when you go, because all those shows in Vegas tends to sell out. Now, if you wait till last minute, you might be paying an arm and a leg for that ticket if something comes up last minute. That becomes available last minute. So they will up. I mean, ticket prices will be ridiculously high, basically. So just be aware of that. There's some new shows opening up the time we're going to be there. Some older shows. Some residencies are going to be ending the time we're going to be there, because what they talk about is a resident is where a performer signs a contract when they're performing in Vegas. They strictly perform at that casino. Only at that casino, and they are required to do a minimum of one show a night, and usually it's about a minimum of about 90 shows in 1 year. So this way, that's their residency. That's usually, I don't know what would be the set contract for that. You have to find Vegas videos on that information on that base. I'm just guessing on that. So if someone signed a residency, let's say if our casino decided they want to do a weekly show with the same act, with the same person, and they have to do it weekly. They'll sign a contract, and that person only can perform in our area within a certain radius of that casino. Only perform at this casino. They cannot perform anywhere else but at that casino as part of the residency agreement. So once the residency agreement is over, then they can go on tour. Usually most of those shows, they do take time out away from their residencies or wait till the residency expires, then they go on tour, basically. Donny Osmond has a long residency that usually he performs at the Harris Casino. Penn and Teller, who has the longest residency in Vegas right now, they're still performing at the Rio, but rumor has it they may be moving from the Rio and heading someplace else. Or they might just go on tour for a little bit, but who knows on that situation. There was that controversial performer that signed a contract with one casino, bailed out, signed with another casino, bailed out, and signed it. I think she finally signed with, with Caesar's Palace. I can't pronounce her name, Adair. Signed a long residency with, not a long residency, but a kind of mediocre residency with Caesar's Palace. I think if that's true or not, I'm not for sure. And that, so yeah, Adair, yeah. Yep, it's this. She has some lot of she's a very good performer, but she just wasn't for sure. Her contracts just didn't work out too well, and she finally found a contract that she would enjoy. That it's a win-win for both people. She will be the she'll allow her to do her performance in Vegas at that one casino and still take time out and do her tour in between shows. So basically, it's when her shows are scheduled, technically, and they are going to be expensive. I heard a show ticket for her can set you back almost $1,000, minimum, $1,000 a show. That's a lot of moolah in that. But if people's willing to spend the money to go see her perform, that would, yeah, ouch. You got that right. Big ouch. Half the shows in Vegas performing on the Strip, the ticket prices, they said it went up like 50 to 60% over the years. If you can find a decent show that is under $50, all to you, go for it. But then they're sold out too, technically. But as an average show ticket price in Vegas is about $150. That's just an average price, just to see what do you call a mediocre show. But it's how some people call it, a mediocre show, for $150. You might just wait to go on tour. It'd be cheaper, probably about $50, $60 cheaper. You just wait to go let them see those performers when they're on tour. We're gonna flip sides here. I got maintenance rolling up here. Oh, hello. I hope I don't lose the shot right there. Okay. Yeah. Vegas. I'll give you some tips on Vegas. Probably an upcoming video. We'll just have more experience. It'll be our second trip, so I'll have more experience. But I think we have better luck staying downtown because of not sure on your route, but we'll probably miss the Four Corners by a measly couple hundred miles. It'll be off route, but yeah, that would be en route. But that'll be. I know what Four Corners you're talking about. It's just going to be off route. I would love to go there. That would be fun to do, cool, but we're going to be off route. I mean, we're literally going to be off route. Oh, that didn't take long for maintenance to do his thing and left. So we'll just get back to a point of view here. Let's get back to that view. That view is more prettier than me. Yeah, our route is going to be mainly, if I remember right, I'll just stake out the routes right now, is when we leave town, it's going to be mainly US 30 going out towards the Wit, down 61, out Interstate 80. We'll stay on Interstate 80 for a long period of time, all the way up until we get to somewhere in Nebraska. We'll catch Interstate 76. That will slice us down to Denver. And that's our first night, is in Denver. Once we get to Denver, we're past the halfway point of our trip. So our goal is to get to Denver and get us just past the halfway point. The halfway point is before you enter Denver. About maybe like 40 minutes before you get into the Denver metro area. That includes all its suburbs and the main metro area. So it includes all the suburbs. So basically, once we start reading once we have reached the Denver suburbs of Denver, we're at the halfway point of our trip. So our past it will be a hotel more closer to the Rocky Mountains. We're hoping we get to the Rocky Mountains time sunset hits, but I think it's going to be pretty well dark time because we will have a time change coming up. We are be falling back 1 hour within the next week or so. Then that's going to affect some driving. How we arrive in Denver. But when we leave Denver, go to Vegas, this will be another edited video. This is why I'm going to explain in an upcoming edited video explaining why you want to watch. It's okay to watch your live streams, but you really got to watch the edited videos, because in an edited video, we're going to do stuff that we can't really do on live streams based on internet connections, timing, and all that stuff. So just you guys got to make sure you guys do watch the edited videos. I did mention what we were planning to do for edited videos. Here's what we're going to do for live streaming. We're going to do a walking live stream going south on the Strip the night we arrive in Vegas. That is the 15th of November. Once we arrive and get situated at the hotel, and since we're gonna buy our bus passes, we're gonna get on the Deuce. We're gonna get off near Treasure Island, and we're gonna start set up our live stream. We're gonna set up our live stream, and we're gonna stick around the Mirage area on that live stream for a while, because I want to see the volcano. I want to do it in an edited video. Yeah, the volcano is still active at the Mirage. They're not changing over until sometime next year when they do the official changes. We will go past the Bellagio. I gotta be very careful with the fountain area, so I got to make sure if they're in the fountain show, I'll stay back from a distance with the live stream, because of copyrighted music. Even if it's digitally remastered, it's still copyrighted. Basically, it's an older songs they play, but it's been digitally remastered. And when you digitally remaster the song, somebody will put a copyright on it, technically. And those songs never was copyrighted back in the day when they first released them. Or the copyright was there, but the label is not in business no more. Then once we get up towards the New York, and the once we get towards New York area and the Excalibur, then we'll switch over to an edited video, and our edited video will start around by Mandalay Bay, and we'll work our way back north on the Strip. On the one side where we left off the live stream, and then we'll go towards across the street on the other side of the Strip, and continue our edited videos that way, because there's some changes going on the they say on the east side of there's a couple major changes coming to Vegas, and I want to be on that side of the street to explain what could be going on. The building I called last year, I called the Drew. It's not the Drew. It's no more. They gave it back to its original name, Fountain Blue. It's gonna be that the building that is now finally getting finished, set to open next year. So they are actually finishing that building. It took them since 2007 to build that thing. It just had so many legal issues, financial issues, and that. Finally, someone did come up with the money, and are actually going to finish the construction on it, which that's good, because they really need something on the north side of the Strip, basically. We're going to see Bally's turned into the Horseshoe, possibly. I'll probably point that out on a live stream when we get past that area, because we'll be on that side of the street anyway. I'll point that out. But get this, Bally's bought the Tropicana recently, so that'll be why is Bally's going out of business in one area, and Bally's just bought Tropicana? Well, it's Vegas. Actually, we learned that Bally's is two different entities. The Bally's that bought Tropicana Bally's owns a couple of casinos in the state of Illinois. So that's a different, they said it's a different entity. It's a different entity than the one in Vegas that is closing, that has closed and switching names to the Horseshoe. The Horseshoe is going to be on the Strip finally. Bring back the history of the Horseshoe that used to be downtown. That's Binion's. So a lot of changes that don't make sense, but it's Vegas. It never makes sense. But yeah, we're planning some live streams. We're going to do a daytime live stream up walking on the strip. I think we'll go just the opposite way that we did the night before. We'll do a little daytime stream, maybe a little bit live at lunch in that area. We'll see what we got planned. I have to do an edited video that day anyway, pointing out on stuff to do, what our recommendations for things to do, and we'll see if we go find these places while we still, because we're planning to drive the car on Wednesday for most of the day, so we'll just drive through some points and point out some areas to do real quick. Some that we would recommend. You don't have to do it. We'll find some out of place places, stuff to do besides just gambling. There's a lot of things to do in Vegas besides just gambling. Okay, we're going to point out some of them while we're out there. Not all, but we're going to point out some of them. Some is going to be out of the way. Some is going to be out of the ordinary. Some places we'd be allowed to film. Some places we can't allow to film. One being the Neon Hall of Fame. We're not allowed to film nowhere near that place or take photos. So that's why a lot of YouTubers don't touch it. They don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. They wonder why they're having trouble drawing people there and that. So don't even bother us to go to the Neon Hall of Fame. We won't go because other YouTubers in Vegas do not touch it. We're not going to touch it, basically. We're going to be doing some people watching on the strip pub, probably on Fremont, maybe Wednesday night once we wrap things up. That's going to be a late show. Very, very, very late show. We're talking about maybe wee hour in the morning, the red eye special. Thinking about doing something like that. I don't know. And that. That's medical helicopter we just heard going overhead. I'll discuss more of this. The edited videos are 2 days driving out to Vegas, right to the hotel. That'll be our edited videos. We're going to do a room review, quick little room review video. That includes us waking up, give us our thoughts on our room at the Four Queens. We're also going to do a room review at the El Cortez, maybe a little history of the El Cortez. I just saw a recent video on somebody else's. They did a very good job on that video. I put a like and I put a comment on that video saying that we're going to be there. They had to spend almost $300 for a weekend stay there. When we go for the very same 3 days, we ain't paying a dime because we got those rooms comped. Excuse me here for a second. Weather-wise, I was told weather-wise, expect the temperatures to be in the mid-70s to upper 60s to mid-70s for daytime highs during this time period, and nighttime temperatures could be from mid-50s to upper 40s to mid-50s. So we're hoping for mid-50s. But we are be wearing our winter coats going out, of course, because it'll be cold here. It will be cold in Denver. And it will be cold coming south. Oh, the southern route coming home. Like I said, our southern route coming home is when we leave Vegas at high noon, local time out there. That'll be like 2 p.m. here. We'll be making our way home from Vegas on the 20th. And we are doing one last live stream from Vegas. We're going to have breakfast at an amazing donut shop. You guys have to see that in person because it'll be amazing. You'll be in awe. Every donut at this one place is not just a donut. It's a work of art, basically. It is amazing. It is pricey, but it is amazing. It's worth the money. I highly recommend. When we do this place, I would highly recommend it. That'll be an early morning video for us out there, but be like around 9 to 10 a.m. back here in our time zone, basically, for the local viewers here and our Eastern viewers. So it'll be more like mid-morning to early afternoon type of live stream. Out there it'll be early morning to mid-morning live stream, because we're going to live stream one last time up and down Fremont, and that'll be it. And we'll go to our edited video, just kind of showing last minute stuff before we head out and that. So okay, like I said, it's only a few weeks away. Just can't wait to go. Like I said, our live streams are gonna be different from out there versus what goes on with the edited videos. So you want guys, it's okay to watch the live streams for what we're doing, but you really need to watch the edited videos of what we're doing, because our videos are gonna be slightly different, or mostly different from our live streams. So we're going to offer different stuff. Like I said, we ain't going to be live while driving down the road. I decided not to do it this year. I did it last year on Facebook, and just going live down. As I noticed, doing a live stream going down the road, it's very distracting. So I'm just going to do an edited video instead of live stream. Okay, it's just too distracting. And I want to take in the scenes myself, and we'll just do an edited video going out and back, driving out and driving back, basically. So we'll have some driving videos for you guys, but we'll try to hit the main scenery, if all possible, and that. So I'll have more details coming up, trip plans and all that stuff. We're good. Like I said, we're going to be live streaming. We're planning on at least a minimum of 5 live streams, maybe 7 or 8 at the most. Just stay tuned for all that good stuff, and we will have a lot of edited videos, basically. So. Oh, I was flipping back to me. There we go. I just did that to me because we had people leaving the apartment, so I thought we'll just look at me for a second here. Actually, we're about ready to wrap up this live stream anyway, so I've been out here good 40 minutes plus. Nice chatting with you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Leave a good comment down below on the as the video goes up. I wish Angie would be out here to say hi, but I guess she won't, because she's busy inside. Technically, she's really busy inside, so and getting some stuff caught up. Maybe she's planning on something too, so I don't know, and that. So, but yeah, it's a nice morning out here. I would love to do this again some other time before it gets too cold and all that stuff. I think we're just gonna go ahead, we'll probably get one more view, and we'll wrap this up, technically. Baseball games next year. We're not going to plan as many as them next year. I'm still working on that playlist. I have to go back to 2016 and find all the videos that has baseball games in them. Even if it was not titled a baseball game, like my 49th birthday video when I wear that stupid Lumber King crown, and I'll probably be doing that too. Cheers, have a great day. Yep, thank you. Yep, I will have a great day. Yep, cheers. It's only 7-Up, but it's cheers anyway. And that, so. Well, I'm about ready to wrap it up here real quick. So, Angie's babbling back there, so she said hi. And then here she comes.
Somebody wants to know if we're going to go to a hockey game when we...
No, I told him already. We're not.
No, because tickets are so high priced.
Yeah, $70 is the cheapest tickets. So we're not going. I don't have a budget for it. Anyway.
Plus, you guys, there's no giveaway.
Yeah, that's right. No giveaway. Angie likes her giveaways. And that. Okay. She's waving. See her wave. See her wave, yeah. Okay. We'll just go ahead and do one last point of view out there. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day out there today. And that, so just get out there and enjoy it, guys, when you get a chance, because it's going to be cold, blustery before you know it. Okay, as we are knowing it, we're going to wrap up this live stream. Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget subscribe button, notification bell. Thank you for joining me out there. Hope you guys enjoy the beautiful morning view out there in the boonies. And we'll see you guys later. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're planning to go live tomorrow, but I think we're going to go down to the riverfront for a little bit tomorrow. All right. We'll see you then.